I miss when Americans had that, like, hello, son, welcome to the morning news.
That was fake.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, thrilling it is, of Inside Gaming Daily.
I don't know. Do we want to keep that?
Yep. Oh, we're absolutely keeping that.
No, that is it. Halo Infinite is probably the most anticipated game for the Xbox Series X, but it's had a rough month. In July, we got to see some gameplay as part of the big first-party showcase for the next-gen console, and it was criticized for, it didn't look bad, but considering it's the showpiece game for new console, didn't blow anyone's hair back either.
Yeah, even Domino's dunked on Halo Infinite. You know it's bad when a pizza chain, and not even a good one, Domino's, is making fun of you.
As far as bad pizza chains, Domino's is pretty close to the top.
I would actually agree with that.
Some cheesy bread.
Oh, they have good cheesy bread.
Yeah.
Marinara sauce. Anyway.
But yeah, then less than 3 weeks later, after they showed off the gameplay, they announced Halo Infinite was being delayed. So something was up, and that delay has sparked a lot of rumors because now it's due out sometime 2021, which could be 4 months. It could be a year and 4 months. Kind of a big range.
Who knows?
Microsoft probably, maybe.
Well, they would, yeah.
I don't think so. Well, there's a new rumor bubbling up that Microsoft might be making the game next gen only, which obviously would be huge. It started a few days ago on the Reset Era forums when a poster named Sponger, or is it Sponger?
I believe it's Spongier.
Yeah. He's French.
I use Spongier. When a poster named Spongier claimed that sources told them that Microsoft and developer 343 Industries are currently very busy with the idea of dropping Xbox One support for Halo Infinite.
I like that they're busy with that idea.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm busy. I've got an idea.
Let's continue thinking about this.
Keep the f***ing kids out of my office. I'm coming up with an idea.
They're in Cerebro.
Spongier added, even the idea to postpone it to early 2022 is on the table. It's pretty messy up there with decisions, but they are convinced that they need to make it the best Halo game ever. And there's obviously no doubt that there is a lot of pressure to make a good Halo game. It's one of the crown jewels of the Xbox, maybe the crown jewel, maybe their most well-known franchise.
Yeah.
And Microsoft needs a good Halo to help them sell the Xbox Series X.
The Xbox One was knocked repeatedly for not having enough quality exclusives to compete with the PS4, which crushed the... Oh my god.
Which crushed the competition.
Yeah.
Maybe Domino's if you want
Whew.
that.
Nice.
Which
It's all yours.
crushed the competition with a string of hits like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, Bloodborne, Last of Us 2,
Good
and
stuff.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Good games.
And-
a lot
Yeah,
of them.
very good games. All of them on the PS4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exclusively. Well, actually, not anymore.
Okay. And you can bet that Microsoft does not want to make that same mistake again.
But is a Reset Era poster a good source? And other leakers have kind of come out and vouched for Sponier. Somebody on the board asked if a mod could verify what Sponier was saying, and a mod, Transistor, replied. So now
It's Transistoire.
Yeah,
we've got
Transistoire.
Transistoire getting into the act. They replied, I've chatted with Sponier in the past. They're definitely in a position to possibly know such
What
things.
does
So
that mean?
if
They're
you're in-
definitely, possibly in a position.
Yeah.
if you're into adverbs, that sentence is for you.
You could say that you're definitely in a position to possibly know something about anything.
I'm not in a position to know things about inside gaming. Use Spongier.
What's that truck doing out there? Always amazed by how long Connor's cord is for their headphones.
Yeah, it's
Just
crazy.
always amazed by that.
I gotta run
It's
it.
like a little leash that keeps you connected. Oh my god.
Is this a bit? I don't know what's happening.
This is definitely a bit.
Okay.
Come back! We have news! What about Sponier?
Sponier went on to say that Halo Infinite is having issues on current gen hardware. They wrote that the current version of Halo Infinite on Xbox One S is nowhere near 1080p, even lower than 900p, and is having serious asset loading issues, much worse than you've seen on the PC demo.
That would be bad.
One might go so far as to call it a major problem.
Yeah.
And if true, it would explain why they'd want to drop the Xbox One. But again, this is still firmly in rumor territory.
Sponier has spoken.
But, you know, because Sponier spoke, it doesn't really matter. Rumors took off because it's the internet. So, 343 responded. Yesterday, Halo Pro Eric Sniped Down Rona brought up a rumor of Halo being delayed until 2022, and that prompted a response from 343's community manager, John Junisek. He wrote, "We're seeing lots of fake leaks out there, so please don't believe everything you read. There are no plans to change our 2021 release or the devices and platforms we'll be supporting. We're building Halo Infinite to be the best it can be on each device/platform." That's gonna get more and more complicated as soon as stuff's on phones.
God,
When
yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, play Halo Infinite on devices.
Okay, so that's official, right? Halo Infinite coming out next year. It'll be cross-gen. But then again, and just to play devil's advocate here, developers sometimes have a history of denying reports and then finally at the very end admitting, yeah, they were actually right. Not saying that's the case in this instance, but
It could maybe possibly be.
Microsoft's entire thing is that everything is coming to Xbox One.
yeah, it's
feel
coming
like
to everything. Yeah.
Breaking the cross-platform backwards compatibility thing would be massive for them, and I
Yes.
feel like Phil Spencer would not be okay with that.
I
Yeah.
feel like they would sooner put a broken game on the platform than reverse basically the battle cry of the
Yeah.
next generation.
Especially
of
for their
Xbox.
only real franchise.
If they do this, it would be a very bad idea, and
my
you
God,
would be
yeah.
right to just never trust anything they say ever again.
Yes.
It would be real bad.
Microsoft, you have been warned.
Just last month, Microsoft was happily showing off Halo Infinite gameplay and telling us that it would release this holiday with the Xbox Series X. Then, less than 3 weeks later, they announced it was being delayed. So maybe they are planning on dropping Xbox One support. They just don't want to break the news to us yet and risk sparking a big backlash.
I don't know.
It's possible, but I'm gonna put my money on I doubt it.
It would be good for us.
Yep.
It would be very good
Lots
for
of
Inside
news.
Gaming.
I can confirm that Alana is in a position to possibly know such things.
I did email Phil Spencer yesterday.
Oh,
Did he get back to you?
He did. He responded to my email. Yeah, huge
Did
for
you
Inside
send him
Gaming.
a meme?
What was it? Hey Phil,
Yeah, I sent him a
Phil,
meme.
big fan.
No, I'm asking him to be on the Kind of Funny Xcast this week. We'll see. We'll see.
I forgot you're doing that. How's that going?
Yeah, great. It's
Oh,
good.
cool.
Thank you. Appreciate the support.
I remember seeing it,
Congratulations
and
on
then
the new show.
yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Anyway, back to the news story.
Sure, of course, there has been a lot of speculation as to why Halo Infinite got delayed in the first place, which we've discussed a little bit on this channel, surely discussed in depth on the Kinda Funny Xcast. But before we dive into that, let's chat about something cool Samsung and AT&T 5G are doing to gear up for RTX at home. Gang, listen up. Rooster Teeth is joining forces with Samsung and AT&T 5G to kick things off for our upcoming RTX at home virtual event. We are creating a Ruby outdoor mural that you can add art to from home using the Mark augmented reality app. Just download the Mark app and start creating your own Ruby art. Starting on September 5th through September 7th, each night fans' designs will be projected on the mural wall and you could see yours come to life on social. If you're on the AT&T 5G network at home, you can access Plus mode through the Mark app, so you will get the highest res video and crystal clear images to explore on the app. Check out the new Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G powered by AT&T 5G. AT&T 5G requires compatible plans and coverage that's not in all areas. Here are some of the new features you can try out on this device. Cloud gaming will be available with the power of 5G. Try out cloud gaming with high performance experiences brought to you via the newest Samsung devices powered by AT&T 5G. The Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G also has a 120Hz adaptive display that automatically adjusts the refresh rate according to the content you are viewing, and an intelligent battery that optimizes for your gameplay. Between 5G support, Wi-Fi optimization, and the advanced processor, you get a smooth gaming experience with virtually no lag. And check out the S Pen and Samsung Notes to create your own works of art. Head over to att.com/Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G to learn how you can get the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 5G for free or the Galaxy Note 20 5G Ultra for $299.99 for a limited time.
All right, back to the Halo Infinite delay speculations. Last week, the tech site Thurat published a story claiming that the biggest issue with the game is that a significant portion of its development was outsourced to third-party contractors. That's common in the industry, but there has apparently been a lot more outsourcing than normal when it comes to Halo Infinite.
Thurat claimed that all the outsourcing has caused significant headaches for cross-development collaboration. They also claimed that the pretty E3 trailer that we saw in 2019 wasn't actually in-engine footage, despite what Microsoft claimed.
We also know for sure that there have been management shakeups behind the scenes. Tim Longo, the game's creative director, left 343 back in August of last year. His replacement was Mary Olsen, but then she also left the developer just a few months later.
Meanwhile, it's also been reported that upper management at 343 has been preoccupied with the Halo TV series for Showtime, which is currently in production. You would hope that that's at least 1080. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it makes sense that the game would be delayed, we think.
I mean, people being busy, not adjusting to working at home with
COVID,
COVID.
yeah.
People do be busy.
Abandoning the Xbox One, that would be a pretty big step. It wasn't exactly a bestseller this generation, but not a complete bust either. By some estimates, it sold more than 48 million units globally, which is close to what the Super Nintendo did.
What do you guys think is the best exclusive on Xbox One?
I think Ori, right? Maybe?
I gotta give it up to Forza Horizons.
Forza Horizons are very good. I really love Sea of Thieves.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive
Sunset
might
Overdrive.
be the best exclusive they had, and that was
It was
like, you know,
good.
they just didn't have much.
If you're releasing a big new game like Halo Infinite, you still want that install base of, I don't know, 48 million potential people who might buy it. On the other hand, if they did decide to drop the Xbox One, again, just sort of devil's advocate here, that would free them to go nuts on the graphics, because obviously the Xbox Series X has much better hardware than a console that came out 7 years ago.
There is absolutely an issue with software being held back by hardware, and that is going to be an ongoing problem. As Reddit user King Alon put it, it's not going to be the best it could be on every platform if it has to be designed around the hardware limitations of the base Xbox One. It's just not. We agree, King Alon.
King alone.
King alone.
They've been hyping Infinite as the foundation for the next 10 years, but that's a tough job if it also has to take Xbox One into account.
No game developer should say that anything is going to last 10 years.
Well, it's a lie in any case.
Yeah. Either they're right and it has, like, you know, community support, or they're wrong.
Or it's World of Warcraft, or they're wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
They
What
said
else?
that about Anthem, too. It was going to be a
Yeah.
10-year
10-year
game.
game.
It wasn't even a
Right,
10-week game.
No.
What 10-year games are there?
Minecraft.
MMOs.
Minecraft.
MMOs.
Rainbow Sphere, it's this great Flash game.
So we'll see how all this shakes out. 343 is currently denying the rumors, but like we said, some developers will deny, and then hit us with the bad news.
Or maybe it's just an internet rumor and there's nothing to it at all. Either way, at least we've got something to talk about.
Thank you, news gods.
Yes.
You think
News
Sponier was lying?
Wow, I do trust Sponier implicitly.
With my life.
Everybody wanted to know what happened, what was the holdup. Well, now we have some answers. Delays in the industry, obviously very common, but it turns out in this case, there are some very unique circumstances, and they don't always have to do with video games.
Yeah, I think the wide assumption here is either COVID, right?